Hi, my name is Kate Simon. I design and make handmade jewellery. I am the owner of Amethyst Rose Jewellery, and we are here today to welcome you to my studio, to show you where I work, and to give you a short demonstration of how I make a piece of jewellery, starting just from wire and some basic jewellery equipment. So here we go, let's get started. First of all, I thought I'd show you my workbench so you can see what tools I'll be using for this video. You can see I have lots of different pliers and hammers and tweezers, and you'll get a bit of an idea of why I need so many different tools during this video. Here is the project that we're making today. It's a sterling silver and copper ring with a cubic zirconia set into it. And I started off making this ring by just weaving together 4 pieces of wire. I love using copper and sterling silver together because the 2 colors of metal create such a wonderful contrast in the finished piece. And you can see once I finished weaving, it's quite an open weave at the moment and I want to work on it a bit more. But before I can do that, I need to soften my metal again. And I do that by annealing, which means heating the metal up and then letting it cool down so that it becomes soft and workable again. So now I can hammer it once it's annealed, and I do need to keep re-annealing very often while I'm hammering. But you can see as I'm doing this, the open weave is becoming more and more compact and it's creating a stronger shank for my ring. Once I've done that, I can sew off the ends to make the size of ring that I want. I'm creating my ring shank here and I'm filing the ends so that I can create a perfectly smooth join. To solder it, I first need to add some flux and some solder, and then I heat the ring evenly until my solder flows. And then I shape the ring around the ring mandrel to the size that I want. And you can see here I've already soldered on the stone setting as well. And then I'm going to file and clean up the join to make it perfectly smooth and comfortable to wear. And I do that first manually with a file, and then I also use my flex shaft, which is a sort of a hanging drill with lots of different attachments that I can use to really smooth and polish up that ring. And you can see here it's starting to take up that beautiful shiny silver and copper color. So now I can start setting my ring. This is the very precise part where I have to be really careful how far I drill, and I keep checking that I've got the right setting for my stone by putting the stone in and seeing how far down it's sitting and whether it's level. And once I've got the perfect setting, I can actually go ahead and set my stone into the ring. And I use some tools that I think jewelers have been using for hundreds of years. This process hasn't really changed very much lately. So it's done all by hand. And once my stone is set, it's just time for a final polish with some polishing compound. This I do with my pendant motor again because it's just a lot faster, and I use lots of brushes to get into the nooks and crannies of the ring. And there we go, that's the finished ring. I hope you like it. I very much enjoyed making it. I do love the contrast between the silver and the copper and that sparkly cubic zirconia in the middle. So there we go. And I've added a few more pictures in the end so you can see a few more pieces that I've made recently. And if you're interested in my work, you're welcome to check out my Etsy page. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video. And you're also very welcome to contact me if you have any questions or if you would like me to make a special piece just for you. Do let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.